Ladies and gentlemen, bandaholics from around the world, I have a special treat for you all today. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, TheJuan&Only, and we'll be looking at a very unique set of Apple Watch bands that are here to hype up the all-new 2024 spring release. While not technically a part of this new spring batch, this style is still available for sale directly from Apple, and I had to show them off because these Hermès bands are like nothing you have ever seen before. This is the Hermès Bridon Single Tour Series, an elegant and sophisticated band style that is solely reserved for the most bougie of Apple Watch band lovers. This style of bands are going to set you back a whopping $349 a pop. A tidy sum of money for just about everyone, unless you just got it like that. Now, many may be wondering, why on earth do these bands cost more than a stinking iPad 9th gen? No, seriously, one singular Hermès band, just a band, costs more than the price of an iPad 9th gen. Just let that sink in. In any case, we'll be taking a look at 4 of these fresh new bands that many band lovers are curious about. Sure, they look nice, but are they worth $349? I'll be answering that question, plus modeling these bands on a variety of different Apple Watch casing materials and colors, including the Apple Watch Ultra, the stainless steel watches, and of course, the aluminum variants of the Apple Watch. So, without further ado, I think that's enough with the introductions. Let's go ahead and get this party started, shall we? Alright, band lovers, here we have them, our 4 brand new Bridon Hermès bands. Now, of course, when you're paying nearly that of half of a car note on a band, you can expect to have a top tier unboxing experience, at least I'd hope so. The Hermès Apple partnership has existed for many years now, but one thing that holds constant is the premium feeling of the unboxing. We can see these bands come in these minimalistic bright orange boxes with these black borders. It makes it seem way more premium than just your standard unboxings. The boxes themselves also seem to have this texture on the top, which adds to the wow factor. But alright, the Bridon Single Tour is crafted from a continuous knit that's hand braided into this interesting 3D chevron pattern that not only looks classy, but it genuinely looks gnarly as hell, especially if you play it off with your outfit. The band is versatile, meaning you could rock this band to work, for a wedding, or heck, maybe even slap it on and show off on all the gym rats while you lift some weights. The material is soft and supple. It's not like the jumping single tour bands that feel stiffer. These bands are soft and breathable on the wrist. Sometimes I even forget I have mine on. But alright, let's now go over the main characteristics these bands all share. So of course, each band is made with that soft continuous knit material, and each of these 4 bands is going to feature silver stainless steel lugs, as well as a silver buckle with an engraving that reads Hermès, and makes for quite a neat effect when the sunlight hits your band just right. All bands will feature that interesting chevron or V shape that points upwards as well as downwards in a distinct dual tone combination, which we'll discuss more in detail on each band here in just a few seconds. Towards the end of each Bridon band, near the lugs is a horizontal line of additional color match stitching to reinforce the band's durability. And lastly, hidden and tucked away, to share in the band's authenticity on the underside, each band will feature this tag that is stitched on, and it reads, Hermès Paris, made in France. This small tag will never be seen, and I kinda wish they would have placed this tag on the top of the band, you know, so you can flex on all your ops. Oh, and one last thing, these 4 colors are size specific. I know, pretty big bummer, but actually this is quite common with the Hermès series. Hermès does not seem to discriminate on smaller wrists, so I can hop on board with that. So, if you're in the market for a new Hermès band, or maybe you just like watching videos of things you'll never buy, here are the 2 debuting colors for the 38, 40, and 41mm Apple Watches. Starting us off is Rogue H. Rogue H is this gorgeous amalgam of burgundies mixed with creams and bright reds. It is the perfect embodiment of a spring or summer band. It's flashy while at the same time staying true to its bougie nature. The band is on the livelier side, so lovers of darker bands may want to look at other color options within this style of band. The predominant color here is that rich burgundy that looks wine-like while indoors, but brightens up under direct sunlight. The chevron, or V-shape, is then accented by that taupe color that blends in elements of creams and vanillas, while the other half of the chevron is that frenetic red that breathes life into this band. The silver lugs and buckle here is the cherry on top and makes for a terrific band. I only wish this band were featured on the bigger Apple Watches so I could rock it with my Apple Watch Ultra. I'd give this band a stellar 9.0 out of 10. Up next is navy, and navy is more on the mysterious side. Navy aims to create a calming aura, and it does just that by having this deep and mysterious dark navy blue color that brings out the best in the darker casing Apple Watches if you're willing to tolerate the mismatched colored lugs. Aside from that, the predominant burgundy color from the Rogue H is featured here as well, but to a lesser degree, comprising only half the chevron, while the other half consists of this bold dark gray that is actually present on 3 out of the 4 new colors for this release. This color combination is super great, but I must admit, this is not a lively, energetic band. This is one of those bands that would rather hide in the shadows and remain low-key, and you know what? That's okay. There's probably thousands, if not millions, of bandaholics who are fully invested in the darker bands, which makes me think this color will for sure be a fan favorite. On my rating scale, I give this one a solid 8.4 out of 10. Okay, now moving on to our 2 bands featured for our larger casing Apple Watches. These bands are for Apple Watch owners who have a 42, 44, 45, or a 49mm Apple Watch Ultra. Starting us off is Khaki, a gorgeous, beautiful band that blends in 2 of my all-time personal favorite colors. We have this predominant olive green color that is both mesmerizing and captivating. The color reminds me of a relaxed vibe, but then comes in and smacks you in the face with this burgundy and gray chevron accent. This color combination creates what I consider a tier S band. But of course, I'm a little biased here since I just love both the olive and burgundy combination here. I have a lot of different outfits featuring burgundies and olives, so I know they will match to perfection. This band combination pairs exceptionally well with the Apple Watch Ultra, seeing as how the Ultra gives off rugged vibes, while the band itself brings a flair of sophistication. It's a totally awesome band and comes in at a terrific 9.6 out of 10 on my official Bandaholic rating scale. And finally, last but not least, we feature Noir Black, basically, which at first I thought was going to be shallow and pedantic, but boy was I wrong. See, I think in my head, black and white bands being the yin and yang of the Apple Watch universe are a bit overplayed. We got like 55,000 black looking bands and like an additional 37,000 white looking ones. But here, the black is played off and enhanced by our additional 2 color options on the chevron. Once again, that same gray is featured here. But layered against the black background, the gray has a little bit more of a pop to it. It's actually a really nice illusion. And to round out the band, the deep royal blue of the other side of the chevron completes the whole package, creating a very unique and sleek band. Lovers of darker color Apple Watches will only wish these came in a variant with black lugs and a black buckle. Just imagine how better this band would look with a space black stainless steel lug versus the silver that it comes in. Had it had a black buckle, it would be elevated to tier S. But for the time being, it still ranks impressively high, being a tier A band, coming in at a hot 9.2 out of 10 on my Bandaholic rating scale. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, our newly released style of Bridon bands have officially been reviewed and are kickstarting this all-new spring batch release. Now, although, like I mentioned, not officially part of the spring 2024 release, these bands, as of recording of this video, can still be found for sale on Apple's official website. I'll put all relevant links in the video description. But to answer the almighty question, are these bands worth it? For me, you already know what I'm going to say. An astounding yes. For the sheer fact that you must know exactly what you're getting into before buying an Hermès band. Remember that Hermès is a luxury brand and often sells belts for $700 plus. You know when buying Hermès that you are purchasing a uniquely handcrafted band that comes from France. Aside from that, these bands are extremely elegant and are of superior quality. Nothing tops the quality and craftsmanship of Hermès. I get that $350 is a ton of money, but if you want to treat yourself once or twice a year to a unique and stylish band, I say go for it. This makes a great anniversary gift, a great birthday gift, or a great graduation gift for any band lover or realistically anyone who owns an Apple Watch. You won't be disappointed. But I want to know what you guys think. Which of these 4 new Bridon bands are your favorite? Let me know in the comment section down below, and keep your eyes peeled as closely after this video is released. I'll soon be releasing my spring 2024 style of bands, which do come accompanied by a giveaway. So make sure to stay tuned, and as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Make sure you're drinking your water, and until next time, catch you all in my next video.